I think creativity is when you're not influenced by, outside parties, when you just let your mind and whatever's in you, you take it and you use it through your art.
Creativity is the ability in a person to express their visions, thoughts, and feelings. The importance of art is diminishing in the school districts, in the eyes of the adults. They feel it's not a requirement or something that children need to do and express themselves. They feel like it's just like something extra they've been doing this whole time, and with budget cuts, they want to take art out of it.
My mom thought from the beginning that the arts was taken away from my academics because she thought that I spent too much time focusing on the arts, but I think it actually strengthens my academics because with being in the arts, you learn discipline and obedience to follow rules, how to study and learn and apply what you've learned in other areas of your life.
In terms of thinking about how we educate a whole person, if we cut the arts out, whatever kind of artistic expression we're focused on, whether it's drawing or ceramics or drama, dance, music, these are aspects of human activity and they need to be cultivated in our students. And I think it's critical that students have an artistic and creative experience as part of their K-12 and even college education.
Have you ever taken a look around the world? Everything you do is the arts. Watch TV, you see the art. You look on a billboard, you see art. And it boggles my mind that the first thing they want to cut out in schools is the arts. But the art is why most of our children really come to school.
Educational funding in most states, especially in Ohio and Michigan, is being cut. And school districts are really trying to focus in on the core subjects because they know that's where the high-stakes testing take place. But it's sort of a short-sighted approach because while you may spend your resources in one area, you still need to expand the understanding of most students in terms of how to conceptualize different things.
This is OGT Week. During OGT Week, we test to see what they know. To me, the most important thing about school is to learn to love to learn and to be able to think creatively and critically for yourself. So the OGT in a way sort of tests, all right, do you know the basic knowledge that you need to learn before you leave high school? But to me, our job is to help them transcend that standard.
When I started at Cleveland School of the Arts, our reading score was 19%. And now that we've learned how to do project-based learning, and project-based learning is working backwards, solving problems, integrating the arts with the academics. And once students learn problem solving and critical thinking skills, now our reading is in the high 90%. Our math is 85%, our social studies is 87%.
The math arts projects are the biggest way I've used creativity with math. They have to take something that they learned up till that point in the first semester and use their arts major or several majors to present a topic concerning the math. And they're graded for creativity, the correctness of math. They have to show us something, either a visual aid or have something to listen to. It could be a movie, CD, DVD, poetry, anything.
Geometry, geometry, sticking on geometry, geometry, petrol, geometry, geometry.
How to draw congruent shapes and how to measure degrees, yes we do. We stay busy, crew me and Lonnie, learning geometry, doing equations, finding what X is, hey, hey.
Geometry, geometry, sticking on geometry, geometry.
creative endeavors and artistic expression is part of the human experience. There's creativity in math, there's creativity in history, there's creativity in physics, there's creativity in English. And so to think about these as separate activities, it's not accurate. What we need to do is find a better way of integrating creative moments into the traditional disciplines so that they are thought as one. So we would be under-educating our students if we did not provide them opportunities to be creative and have that creativity and that creative experience. Also, have the rigor of an academic experience. Because I think what you'll find from individuals who are very creative, they're disciplined people. They have an approach to the way they solve their creative problems. And that can also help enrich an individual in terms of ways of seeing the world.
The arts are tremendously important. From when I started in 4th grade on up, and I got a lot more confidence from playing instrumental music, through life. I try to teach them is that what they learn in band, they can learn and use everywhere else. You can lead, you can follow, you learn how to listen, you learn how to work together. All these things that you have to do in life. I always try and tell them that, somebody has the melody, so they're the most important thing right now. So you have to take the back seat, with the counter melody or anything like that. It's just a lot of listening.
Generally, it's thought that the right side of the brain is the more creative part and that the left side is more analytical. We need both. We need the right brain to come up with the wild ideas, and then we need the left brain to think of the sensible ways that we can go about doing this. That's why I think it's important to sometimes celebrate and let the right brain go wild, because it's going to help the left brain be more interested and interesting. I have seen creativity really rescue some young people who didn't really feel interested in school.
A lot of times with teenagers, if we don't have a way to express ourselves continually, everything builds up and we have a tendency to lash out and do things that most people frown upon. Some kids can't get how they feel out, so they become inverted. They don't talk to anybody. Next thing you know, we got drug problems or kids running away from home or just staying out, just rebelling, period, just because they have no way to express themselves.
If I didn't have the ability to be creative, I would just not live.
You must be able to read and write and compute, but you have to have the art, because what would the world be like without the art? It would be an awful, boring world, wouldn't it?
I can't imagine life without you by my side. This is love, baby, that I'm feeling. And I'm hoping that you're feeling the same way. Things sometimes slip my mind, like how you like to whine. And babe, a romantic place. You mean the world to me in so many ways.
Without creativity, I can't play sports. I'm very sports inclined. My academics, they're up there, but I'm not going to no Ivy League college. I don't know what I would be doing without arts and creativity. I finally found a medium where I can apply myself and be good at it, and people recognize me for me and not like another statistic. When people see me, they don't see me as the other black boy, because with creativity, I've learned to dress differently, to think differently, and act differently in a positive way.
A lot of people look down upon kids who go to the Cleveland Metropolitan School District just because we're not, we don't have as much money as them, and some of the kids have bad home situations, And I think people label Cleveland kids as bad people, or people who are inadequate, or who can't do as well as, Beechwood, or, all of them. So I think being at Cleveland School of the Arts, with our academics and the way we train, it puts us at a higher level, because we can show everybody else that Cleveland has something. We have something special, and we can do something with it. And it takes us through life, and we can do what we enjoy and still be as good as those Beechwood kids, We're not just those Cleveland kids. Cleveland, despite what anybody says, Cleveland can be a good place.
Creativity is being able to think and problem solve.
Creativity to me is the way you personally express yourself.
The creativity, it's that ability to see things in novel ways, interesting ways, and combine them to create something different.
Creativity is the ability to imagine the impossible and make it possible.